Hey everybody, I thought I'd do a flip through of this book here, Amazing Spider-Man 151. Look at that. I got this a few years ago from one of my friends who had a comic book store, Ken. It was called Black Hole Comics. He's got an online store right now. He doesn't have a storefront anymore. But I bought this from him. He had a whole bunch of different books and everything, and I was looking at this one. I thought this was cool. But I kind of miss him because, it was easy to be able to get books that were worth something valuable, or something you might have missed when you ordered it, because he was just a local store there, and a smaller store. I mean, some of the bigger stores you kind of can't get stuff like that unless you know the person really well. But like, that's just my experience with him. It was like, if I needed something, I could say, "Hey, could you get this for me?" And he was able to get it. But this was really a cool book. So let's do a flip through this and see what it's like. But Spider-Man, it's an awesome cover. I love this cover. It's just, he's in the sewer right now. Flooding. This sewer won't help you, mister. Only one of us is leaving here alive. Can you guess the shocking secret identity of Spidey's super foe? Look at the rats. Okay. Let's see what's going on in here. Okay, it's done. Begin a new era of wall-crawling wonderment with Len Wein, writer, Ross Andrew, and John Romita, illustrators. Cool. Skirmish beneath the streets. Here's Spidey swinging in right there. Looks like some big plant that he's flying into, or swinging into. Let's see when this was done in 1975, December 1975. Wow. So he's swinging in here. Let's read it. I'm gonna read just a little bit. I won't read it all, just to get a setting of what's going on. I want you to see the artwork mostly. Things are sent here to die, to be purified by fire and reduced to vagrant ash, or be piled into barges and unceremoniously dumped beyond the 12-mile limit. The New York City Department of Sanitation calls this place an incinerating plant. The local residents call it an eyesore, but the web-slinging Spider-Man may well call it a godsend, for he has come to these jutting towers deep in the wilds of Brooklyn to rid himself of a nightmare. Okay, what's he got going on here? Spidey's swinging in for something. Pretty cool. I like the reference. You get a lot of references and everything to be able to draw something like this. There's like, face it, fella, in the past few days you've taken more than your fair share of lumps on the inside as well as out. So he's been fighting. You've been attacked by a creep-filled collection of your most deadly foes, and on top of it all, you've found yourself faced with this. What's he talking about? Got a hand to the good old Professor Warren, aka the Jackal. Oh, as if one Peter Parker didn't have more than enough trouble. He had to go and give the world two. Oh, so he's got a clone or something. If I didn't know he was only a clone, my spider sense tingling. Somebody's spying on. There's nobody there. So he's worried about what he's going to do. Something's going on. Paranoia. And he's talking about no more introspection. Now he's going to do something distasteful. Okay. He couldn't do this before. Had to keep the body hidden till I found out if it was the real McCoy. So he must going to destroy it somehow in an incinerating plant. Yep. It just wouldn't be healthy to have two Spider-Men in evidence, or two Peter Parkers, even if one of them is dead. In fact, especially if one of them is dead. Oh, here he goes. Say goodbye, brother. It's my last wish to be cremated. So I guess it's your wish too. Sleep well, fella. At least your worries are over. Who knows? Of the two of us, maybe you're the lucky one. Wow. Some of the stuff you sit there and you think, some of the things that they do is like, wow, man. Here, I was changing another page. But here we are on pages 6 and 7. So let's see what's going on here now. He's with Mary Jane at Empire State University. Something wrong this morning, Tiger? Or is that a stupid question? You look like you just lost your best friend. Huh? Oh, yeah. Maybe I have, Mary Jane. Maybe I have. Okay, here we go. They're just talking. And hey, anybody realize what time it is? Let me see. You guys have exactly 2 minutes till the bell rings. You don't want to be late, do you? That's Flash Thompson there. So they're going inside. Talking, look at the old hairstyles and everything. He wants to be, he said this is one ex-GI who intends to make something of himself. Because they're like retelling some of the stories now, like some of the recent ones with Flash now becoming Venom, having the Venom armor and everything. Venom Agent Venom. So, and she spots somebody. It turns out to be Harry Osborn. He's back. Released from the institution. Oh boy. So something happened with him now. He's back. Everybody's happy to see him. Glad to hear it. I'm back. I'm really fine. Glad to hear it, old buddy. Really. But can I believe it? Harry seems pretty normal. Maybe he is cured. Which means the Green Goblin is finally gone for good. Taking the secret of my double identity with him. Okay, Harry became the Goblin back in Spidey 136 and 137. Lynn. Okay, they're going off to class, and they're asking him to go to a party for J. Jonah Jameson's going to have a party. So, here we're back with pages 10 and 11 now. So look at Jay having a party in his house, or his apartment. Looks like he's getting all mad and everything. Even though we weren't invited, what say we jump ahead a few hours and truck on over to an engagement party in progress on the Upper East Side. Wow. Enjoy yourselves, everybody. I'll answer the... blazes. Some idiot left the patio door open. Do they have any idea what it costs to run an air conditioner these days? No, he's funny. He's answering the door, he's all mad. So it's you, Parker. I should have known. Evening, J. Jonah. Why aren't you out taking pictures? Somewhere taking pictures. Or something. I got enough problems here. Why, Mr. Jameson, what a marvelous James Cagney impersonation. I didn't know you had acting ability. Tell me, are those rumors true about you replacing Robert Redford in his latest film? Rumors? Me and Robert Redford? That's funny. Well, actually, they called me about it, but I was too busy. Huh? Lord, no. My Guy Lombardo records. Flash Thompson's looking through his record collection. He's letting one want him touching anything. Let's play some Montevani music. Montevani? What group does he play with? Because this is a party, Thompson. I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. And we'll continue to give you the bulletins as soon as they come in. Now back to make-believe ballroom. Okay, there's Harry sitting at the party and everything. He's not having fun. He needs to be cheered up. Mary Jane's going over to talk to him. And he asked her if she wants a sip of his Dr. Pepper. And he's like, oh yeah, I could use one. Betty Brant and Ned Leeds, two of my favorite people, tying the knot at last. I still can't get over it. To tell the truth, Peter, neither can we. Oh, now we got something going on with blackouts and everything. Tell it on the news. Another bulletin, isolated power blackouts across Manhattan continue. So, now we're on to pages 14 and 15. Peter's talking with the engagement couple, Betty Brant. And what's his name? Ned Leeds. Yeah, that's it. And he was captured by the Jackal, I guess. But now they're saying, so they protect his identity. The police told me your Professor Warren died saving my life. And I don't even know how. Why? I suppose he felt responsible for the Jackal. But we'll never know for sure. The professor's dead and the Jackal has disappeared, hopefully forever. Now, hey, let's talk about happier things. Mr. Jameson, J. Jonah Jameson's getting all mad. Somebody messing with the air conditioner. Now, this lady's about ready to sit on top of his Indonesian incense burner. Well, I never. In the future, Mr. Jameson, if you intend to hold a party, I suggest you do not hold it in a museum. Count to 10, Jonah. Count to 10. That's funny. More blackouts. 2nd Avenue between 52nd and 53rd Streets. 55th Street between Lexington and 3rd. Wow. See, now, anybody living in New York would know those streets and everything. That's pretty cool. Just like when they used to do on the Seinfeld episodes, they'd say the streets and the different things that were going on. And if you didn't know, you almost didn't get it. But if you lived there, you knew what they were talking about. Just like on that the Saturday Night Live show, The Californians. They always talk about the streets. Get out of here. Hop on the field. Whatever, and they just say it. Funny how they tell you how to go. So he's talking to Robbie Robertson. Call me Robbie. All my friends do. And he's trying to stop the wine and the beer, whatever they're serving. So he's telling them to get some Coke out the back. Con Edison spokesman deny any knowledge of the blackout's origins, but explained that everything possible is being done to rectify the situation as swiftly as... Okay, Peter's now realizing something's going wrong here. J. Jones getting upset that nobody's eating the tuna salad, and he forces it on somebody. He says, eat it or you're fired. You get Dr. Pepper again? Haven't you got anything with a little zing in it? I'm sorry, sir. Your host orders. He'll allow nothing to be served that has more zing than he has. Oh, man. That's what Forrest Gump had. How many Dr. Peppers did he have? A lot of them. Blackout emergency procedures are being instituted by Mayor Beam, who promises a quick end to... What if that's the mayor back then in 75? That's pretty cool. Things are beginning to sound desperate. Folks, may I have your attention for a moment? J. Jonah Jameson has a little unrehearsed announcement to make. Yeah, unrehearsed. Look, all the lights are out. You can see from one square to the next. He's trying to talk about all the different stuff. How good everything's going. So in honor of their marriage, I'm transferring them both to the Paris branch to allow them sort of a working honeymoon. Yes, folks, never let it be said your peerless publisher hasn't got a heart as big as... Blazes, what happened to the lights? Now we got pages 16 and 17 here. Peter's got to escape and get out. You know he's got to take off. That J. Jonah Jameson is one very good question. And I'm beginning to get the uncomfortable feeling I know the answer. Conhead claims it's not responsible for the blackouts, and I believe it. So he's going somewhere to try to find out what's going on. And he hears a spider sense tingling. A helicopter. A police copter. Seems the boys in blue share my suspicions. Only how do I get past Jonah, MJ, and all the others inside without them seeing? Oh. Now they're wondering where Peter is. Peter? Tiger? Are you out here, Peter? He's gone, but where? He's hitching a ride. Not on a jet plane, but on a police helicopter. So now he's throwing his clothes away. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking, sometimes you think, what? Changing into my costume is a whole other thing entirely. There's no place to stash anything up here. Then went a brand new, oh my gosh, brand new sports jacket. And that used to be my favorite shirt. And I'm going to have to hang by my armpits to take these slacks and shoes off. Okay. So here he goes. He's changing into his costume and everything. He's throwing everything away. He wants to be a corporate superhero. Tax, the worst part of it, none of this is even tax deductible. Let me see what else is he saying? No, it's raining outside. So let's see what's next. Better cut the hearts and flowers bit if I'm going to make it worth my losing half my already meager wardrobe, which means I better start trying to figure out just who is behind all this and why. Huh? Yep, I see it all right, but I flat out refuse to believe it. Shocker. I mean, I've heard of people wanting to name up in lights and all, but this is downright ridiculous. Wow. The coloring's different and everything like that. It's supposed to be dark outside and you see him all bright and stuff. I know they changed the coloring process as they do now. So this is cool here. I thought these are cool. Letters page. And everything they're talking about, all the books, like after reading Spidey 147, that's pretty cool. And then no prizes and stuff. And this letter is being written about 10 days before Spider-Man 148 will go on sale, which will reveal the identity of the Jackal. And he looks like he guessed it too. He said, "This is my guess to his identity, Professor Warren," which was right. What else has gone over here? Having Gwen clone is perfectly feasible. However, you have two flaws in your thinking. Talking about he's using science and everything. Cool. Get the pages turned. More ads. See, these are cool. I like looking at these. I remember my nephew had this one here. I found this one at Half Price Books a few months ago. Everything. I like to find some more. Everything. Here we go at 22 and 23. Okay, he's coming down and landing. In the old days, the Shocker wasn't much more than a safecracker come bank robber with a little armored car robbery tossed in for good measure. Those old days being Spider-Man 46 and 72, right? And so now he knows who it is from the last couple of pages. So what does he figure to gain by blacking out half the city? Let me see. Now he's going to the sewer now. Man, is it ever cold and clammy down here? And he's got his famous flashlight on. Spidey spotlight. Unless I got my directions filed, the final stroke of Shocky's citywide signature should be just about overhead. Which means the old sneak himself should be around here somewhere getting ready to turn out the lights. There he is. Even money says it's, it is. The Shocker. Zack. Guess the time has come to reintroduce myself. We're at 26 and 27 here. He's having a fight with the Shocker here. I like to see him in that costume in the movie. Hi, guy. Long time no see. What? Who? Dear me, how quickly they forget. The name's Spider-Man, Buster, with a capital S. I'll let you off easy this time. Urgh. But don't let it happen again. Oh, boy. You haven't changed, Web Singer. You're still the same wisecracking, arrogant punk. He shoots him down in that water, boy. Zack, he's getting him there. Didn't expect that. I almost forgotten how dangerous that this bozo can be. I don't know how you tumbled on my plans, Wallcrawler, but you won't live long enough to interfere with them. interfere with him. Me interfere? I wouldn't dream of it. Zzz. Moron, my viral chakras will drive you right through that wall. Okay. Go on, webhead, mock me. But your next joke will be your last. Just a little bit closer. Now he's shouting with some icky, sticky web fluid. Blast the webbing blinding me. Brock. A whole lot you know, fella. Good. I was going to stop for a little bit of the reading to show you this. I love these old ads. A hearty helping of highfalutin, habit-forming happenings from your humble house of ideas. These are so cool because you get to see the different stuff that was coming out back then. Like this one said here, The Secret's out. Son of Origins goes on sale most any day now. That is cool. And rather than have you pick up information from the kids on the street, we'll tell you ourselves exactly what it contains. Within its big, beautiful, full-color pages, you'll find the fabulous origin stories of the X-Men, Iron Man, the Avengers, Daredevil, S.H.I.E.L.D., The Watcher, and also, as the greatest surprise bonus of the year, the original 38-page masterpiece presentation of the origin of the Silver Surfer. That is cool. And then you see we got, for only $5.95 at the neighborhood bookstore for the elegant, colorful, luxury paperback version of, or $9.95 for the cloth-bound hardcover edition. Now, do you see why publishing insiders are betting that Son of Origins might even top the fantastic sales record of the best-selling Origins of Marvel Comics itself? That is cool. You don't really have to read them if you don't want to. You should worry that I type my fingers to the bone, pouring my heart out on a printed page just for you. Go ahead, just look at the pictures. See if I care. But whatever you do, be sure you leave enough space on your bookshelf because there'll probably be a third book in the series next year. We're planning to make it an annual event, like the All-Star Game or Groundhog Day. And after the books are out of print, imagine what your set may be worth. On second thought, forget the bookshelf. Maybe you'd better keep them in a vault. So that's cool. But I think he might be talking about this one because he got the Son of Origins. But I found this one here, Bring on the Bad Guys. This I got at Half Price Books earlier this year. I got it for about $30. So I think I got a 10% discount on it and everything too. But these are cool. I can do a flip through for these too as well. But then other stuff he's got in here. The value stamps you're talking about. But down here is like different stuff that they got going on. Everything is like value stamps. Not brand ugh. And then here, speaking of surprises and Marvel's magnificent merchandising, have you seen the latest, merely the greatest 10th issue of Foom magazine yet? That's cool. And then here, if you rush, don't walk to your newsstands, you may still be able to find a copy of Marvelous Wizard of Oz. That's cool too. Wow. By Big John Buscema. Here you got Tomb of Dracula, because if you play your cards right and pick up the latest issues of Tomb of Dracula, produced by our eternally erudite editor-in-chief, Marvelous Marv Wolfman, genial Gene Colan, and terrific Tom Palmer, you can not only catch the captivating climax of the 2-year battle with Dr. Sun, but you may suddenly realize that the Lord of Vampires isn't in the action. How come, true believer? We'll take a peek behind the pages of Comic Thing's #1 magazine of fear. We've got a bunch. You may dig what you see. And up here they're talking about different books they got coming out and all the different things that writing on it, keeping a scorecard of who's writing it and everything. But I'm thinking they're telling you to clip and save. I'm like, oh no. And if one or two, this is cool too, and if one or two of the strips listed above seem unfamiliar, it's probably because we haven't gotten around to announcing them yet. But hang in there. We'll tell all next month. That's cool. Look at all the different titles they got. And here, this is cool too. Want to hear 5 far-out minutes of Fantastic Four on radio each day, Monday through Friday? A new series is now in production in stereo with special sound effects and narrated by Stan the Man. That's cool too. And remember these ads? If you remember some of this stuff, Incredible Hulk. It's like now they got the Snickers ads, but here it used to be these pies, Hostess fruit pies. Woo boy, cool. Now we're on pages 30 and 31, the last pages of the story. So we'll get this done, and I'll start another book hopefully. Now he's beating up Shocker here. That was my special patented two-handed web shot I just wasted on you. And you don't even have class enough to appreciate it. Then you appreciate this, webhead. Punching back. My costume's automatic inner vibrations have torn free your webbing. And now double intensity vibroblast will free me. Zack. So he's getting out of there now. He's fighting him, but he's getting out. Now he's out of web fluid. Uh-oh. Must use the last of the webbing coming down from that copter. No, you lose the last of it to blind Shocker. Okay, now he's out. He can't shoot anymore. And Shocker's getting away. And he's loosen some rubble and everything, collapse the tunnel, and there's no way to avoid the debris. This time I'm taking the hard fall. Silence for several long minutes. The web slinger swims in it until he abruptly awakes. Huh? To find himself swimming in something else. Good grief, the sewer is filling up with rainwater, and I'm in it up to my neck. And on to that ominous note, we take leave of our waterlogged wall crawler until next time, when you'll be treated to a minor epic we call City in the Dark. That's cool. So that was the end of that. I just like to do a flip through just to show you what it is. Now we got an advertisement in the back. This is cool because the latest Hulk, Immortal Hulk, they got the pictures of people wearing the mask like that. That's cool. They've got all of this stuff. Look at this. Being able to buy these costumes and everything. Wow. I enclosed $2.79 plus 75 cents for postage and handling per costume. Look at that. But nobody, whoever did this one probably just wrote it down instead of cutting out the thing. And they used to tell you, if you don't want to mess up your magazine, just copy it down. That's cool. Allow 4 weeks for delivery. We got the more ads back here and stuff, all the posters and stickers and stuff. And in the back of the book. Look who's smiling now. Okay, that's that. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Everything. I'm going to flip through a lot more of my keys. Like I said, I got somebody asked me to do this, so I said, one of my viewers and everything asked me to do this, so I thought I'd do it. Yeah, his name was StLouisRon. He just won the Jim Lee art book in the latest pop contest. So he asked me to go through some of my key issues instead of going through the newer ones all the time. He gave me some suggestions, so I thought that was cool. So I'm going to continue to keep doing it. But thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any ideas of any other books. If I have them, I'll go through them. But like I said, I'm going to try to go through all my older books and just do flip throughs for them and let you see some of the stuff. If you haven't seen any of the books and everything, you get to see them from what I have and everything. And hopefully I'll have some really nice ones I come across. But thank you very much for watching, you guys. You guys have a great day, and Collector Dude is out.